I almost didn't go see this movie, and if I hadn't, then that would have been the worst choice I've made so far in 2025. It really only caught my eye because of the cast: Sophie Thatcher from Yellow Jackets and Heretic, and Jack Quaid from The Boys and The Hunger Games. But then I saw the trailer, and listen, I just saw Megan and Subservience almost back to back in the last couple of weeks, and I just felt like that was a copy paste of the plot, and I didn't want there to be a third like copy of it. I was glad to see and very happy to report that it is not a copy paste of the Megan and Subservience plot. It does involve a humanoid robot, therefore AI, and it also in the first 5 minutes tells you that there is at some point in this movie a murder that's going to happen. No, a murder done by Sophie Thatcher's character. But it unravels and it kind of snowballs. I'm trying not to spoil at this point, but I probably will at the end. It unravels and it snowballs, and as you find out why certain things are happening, you kind of go, huh? And then, more than the fascination of the technology of it, I was more fascinated by the human characters and the things that humans can do and want to do and are able to do. Spoiler alert here now. There is a beautiful moment of love between a man and a robot, and that just felt very like the way that the scene was played was very emotional in a lot of feels. But the one that stuck with me is a scene at the dinner table where a character was giving a monologue, and this is like the villain like speech at the end of the story, and it just reeked of I'm going to say narcissism, but I could be wrong. But it was a monologue of a person who is mid or less so, and instead of making efforts to improve himself, work on himself, go to therapy or something, he would rather do evil. Villain origin story. And it rang very true, because I know people who would rather leave blood all over the floor, figuratively speaking, than go to therapy, like baby. Anyway, I think that I first of all, it subverted my expectations, because again, it wasn't a copy paste of a plot we've already heard and seen and many times over. There was also a second when it felt like it might have been a little bit Stepford wifey. Thank goodness it wasn't. But I would say it subverted my expectations. And at the same time, I think that there is, like, for most media that tackles AI and the advancement of technology, it is actually more, there's a heavier weight on the human aspect of it. And I think they did that here, yes, but they did that here differently than in most other recent AI related media. So I 100% recommend this movie, and I'm so glad that I went to go see it. I cannot wait for it to go on streaming so I can rewatch and I can actually build a proper video about it on YouTube.